Welcome to Mind of Major. I am C Major. Shout out to my Mind of Major family. Guess what? We doing this. We doing this. I told you, this year, that's all we gonna do is keep doing this. We gonna keep doing this year. We going up this year. Yeah. I want to get something out the way first, right? You know, I just wanted to hit these switches on somebody real quick, right? You know what I mean? It's just something small. You know what I mean? It was just something small. They know what it is. You know what I mean? They know what it was about. Okay. Here we go. Alright, first things first. New Mind of Major family members. We have Arcana Blue. We have Ray Day Major. What it is, nephew. We have Baddie Chocolate. We have Canada Finest. Canada Finest, you broke out on me, bro. You broke out on me. I need you to come back, Canada Finest. I know I took a little time with your shout out, but we want you to come back to the family. Come back to the family, Canada Finest. You hear me? Come on back. This is where you belong. Come on back. We have Yvette Foot, Tanika Brewer. That's that JHH mob. We have Greg Moen family, Ed Ravenel, Rachel Ravenel, Kenyon Ravenel, Tamaya Ravenel. If y'all been following, these aren't the same Ravenels that I called off from a few weeks ago. These are more Ravenels. You hear me? Family inside the family. You heard me. We have Bobo Burrell, Darnetta Carabine, Brittany, Lawrence, Big L Caution. What it is, Big L. Mona Ravenel. What up, sis? Kiki King, Butchie Green, Stephanie Humble, Justin Gracie, and last but not least, Bernadette Rogers. Add it up, haters. Add it up. You know what I'm saying? We just getting started. We just getting started. We going all gas, no brakes in 2020, all gas, no brakes. You hear me? Today, I wanted to hit on something because I saw something that was really bothersome to me today, right? And it actually influenced what I wanted to talk about today, right? I want to talk about loyalty, right? I want to talk about loyalty. I want to talk about how one should be careful of who they tend to pledge their loyalty to. Yeah, y'all know I got them big joints. I need this by the bucket. But yeah, I don't need nobody to make a joke out of something or whatever. I could do that myself. Because if I do it myself, then how can you do anything to try to make fun of me in any way? I know what quote unquote society looks at as uh, so called physical defects or whatever. Yeah, but these big old things, females have found them sexy for years, you hear me? I have never had any complaints. Definitely not in the last 20 years. Never had any, period, but as long as wifey ain't complaining, I ain't. But I digress. What I was speaking on was the fact that loyalty. Be careful about who you choose to pledge your loyalty to. Because a person could scream that they loyal to you, they ride or die, you know, but to them, they might not even mean it. They might not, a lot of times people don't actually mean it. A lot of times people are be in it for what it is they can get out of you. They might tend to, life is a big old game to a lot of people. You understand? Because a person will sit back and they'll have a lot of times. I'm not going to say all people because you do have a lot of genuine people. So I can't sit here and say all people. But from the things that I see and experiences that I've had and things that I've seen myself firsthand, a lot of people will tend to maybe befriend a person, with a certain agenda in mind. They may see characteristics that this person has and see just merely ways that they can exploit the person to their advantage. You know? So the whole time they'll be screaming, they ride or die, they loyal, so on and so forth, until their agenda is met. Then once their agenda is met, a lot of times they'll kick the person to the curb. They'll kick that person to the curb, you know what I mean? Or shy away from that person, you know, until they might have to use that person once again, you know, when the time comes. But I just see it real sad when you have real, genuine people that actually ride for other people. I mean, be willing to ride until the wheels fall off. But once a person uses them up, like I said, and their agenda is met, they have no more use for that person. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying this thing because I want people, this is 2020. The number 2020 is significant. You know, the first thing people think about when you hear the number 2020, you know, they will think about eyesight, seeing clearly. This is the year that we all need to see things clearly. See things for what they really are. You understand? Don't be scared to get out there and do you. You understand? Don't allow yourself to be abused by someone else just so you can ride their coattail. Riding their coattail makes you feel like you are fulfilled. You are great. You have greatness. We all have greatness of some kind. We just have to tap into our greatness. We just have to find what it is that we are great at, and we just have to tap into it. It's real simple. Do what the shirt say. You understand? Whatever your dream is. 2020 it. 2020 it. Focus on it. Get tunnel vision. Do it. Just like the shirt say. Just do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I seen an instance with someone, I saw it firsthand. You know, and I felt so bad for this person. You know what I mean? When I seen the person, how they rode for this person. You know what I mean? Rode for this person when that person needed them the most. You know what I mean? They rode hard body. You know what I'm saying? But then once there were other people there that, you know what I mean, that person felt as though he could exploit, you know what I mean, instead of this person, you know, they dumped on this person, man. And I found that to be so messed up. I found it to be so messed up. But like I say, focus. This year, Take that time out to see things for what they really are. Focus. Focus. Instead of putting your loyal, I'm not going to say that you shouldn't be loyal to anyone, but take the time to analyze people. To analyze people. Don't be so eager to jump in and start praising people without analyzing them first. Take the time to actually feel the person out, to see if they are worthy. See if they are worthy of your loyalty. Don't allow yourself to be played, because you'll sit there and what'll happen is you might tend to give this person everything that you have, give them your all, and in the end, they'll end up giving you their back. And which is so crazy. I mean, it's just so crazy. You but once you focus in, just sit back. Sit back and just watch. 2020 it. You know what I mean? 2020 the situation. Once you start to focus on things, and while you're focusing, put more emphasis on yourself this year. Put more emphasis on yourself and what it is, something that you might want to get done for you. You understand? Instead of giving that next person all of your time, give some of that time to yourself. Do something that you want to do for yourself. Figure out something. What's your dream? What do you dream of doing? Regardless to how silly you might think that it is. Pursue it. Pursue it. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out, it's the same as you not trying at all. But that is the chance that it could possibly work out for you. Don't just sit around and watch other people progress in life. Progress in life while you sit there and cheer them on. Get in the race. Put yourself in the race. You understand? See if that person that you pledge your loyalty to is willing to go as hard for you. And sometimes you have people that will act as though, yeah, that's my people's, yeah. But like I say, you have to watch out for those hidden agendas. Because most people, as sad as it is, they might back you up. But a lot of people cannot take it, cannot accept when the next person is doing better than them, especially if they were doing better than you. And you came up, got your thing together, and you surpass them. That person that you that person that you pledge your loyalty to, you might notice on the sneak tip, they'll end up having their shovel out. They'll have that shovel out, throwing big old piles of salt in your lane. You know, it goes from them having nothing but good things to say about you to maybe going as far as to spread lies about you simply because they don't want to have to look up to you. As long as they can look you straight on or look at you down their nose at you, a lot of people are fine with that. But if you have someone that you pledge your loyalty to and you start doing something and you surpass them and they still have that same loyalty to you, that's a ride or die. That's what you would call a ride or die. But like I say, you have a lot of people that simply cannot take it. Like I say, they'll do their best to bring you down. As soon as you get past them to a certain degree, they'll try to do whatever it is they can to bring you back down. And which is sad. And the only thing that does is show their, show how small of a person they actually are. You understand? When someone will go to the length of lying on you, talking bad about you, to try to stop your progression, they actually have defects in their character, self-esteem issues. They can't take it when people want to conversate with you instead of conversate with them. You understand? They can't take it when you're the main focus, when all the focus is on you instead of them. But it was cool when it was the other way around. If you end up in a situation like that, you start to see something that you never noticed before. You could look at that person and never notice that shade of green in their eyes. You start to notice that shade of green in their eyes. And no, it's not the shade of the leaves on the trees. No, it's not the shade of green on the dollar bill. No, that shade of green is called envy. That shade of green is called envy. Envy is something else. Envy is something else in itself. To have somebody look to you as pretty much an idol. You understand? Because that's what happens when you follow a person. you're actually viewing them as an idol. You're looking up to them. You're worshiping them to a degree. You understand? And that's why in the good book it says, beware of false prophets. Beware of false idols. You understand? Because a person can act as if they mean you good, but then turn around in the end and you find out that they never meant you any good the whole time. The whole time. So what I want you to do, especially my family members, like I say, this is going to be 2020 is going to be a wonderful year for the Mind of Major family here. This is going to be a wonderful year for the channel and everyone that supports the channel. Because anything that I can give you guys, any type of word that I can give you guys to encourage you guys to do something, follow your passion, regardless as to what it is. Like I said a few minutes ago, the worst thing that could possibly happen is it doesn't pan out. And like I said, even if that happens, that's no different than you not trying at all. At least you can say, well, I tried and it just didn't work out. Instead of you sitting there wondering what could have been. You can never say for sure unless you put in that effort to try to see. You may be surprised. You may be surprised about the outcome. You understand? Because I'm going to share this with you. And I don't think, me myself, I don't really believe in too much coincidence, right? But I know I've been doing these videos for a few months now, right? The channel is dedicated to my mom. Mind of Major, MOM, like I said in the first video, is an acronym for mom. That's why I say mom. I call the channel mom. And that's what a lot of people, why do you call the channel mom? Well, maybe if you go watch the first video, you wouldn't have to ask me that. You understand? It's a double entendre. What is that? Google it. But like I say, anything that you want to do, you see what the shirt say. You see what the shirt say. Because I spoke about doing videos for YouTube a couple years back. It wasn't these type of videos. It was more so I was going to start recording. We used to have card games and we used to turn up and so on and so forth. I was going to record the card games and put them onto YouTube and see if it got views or whatever, because we used to be off the hook at our card games. But I never did it for certain reasons. It never happened. But just so happened I ended up plugging into someone else on YouTube and being influenced by them to start my own channel. You understand? And at the time, and seeing what I wanted to speak on or whatever, I stuck to my guns. You know, my son tells me all the time, "Oh, you should do these type of videos. You should do." That's not what I'm into. I'm not on YouTube to make a fool out of myself and do gags and tricks, and that's not for me. You know, that's not what I'm doing. That's not my niche. You know, that's not my niche. But like I do my videos, and I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. But my average video has over 100 views, right? And that's not a lot, but you have some people that have thousands of subscribers and put out videos, and their video only get a couple hundred views. So at the rate that I'm going with, say, 50 subscribers, if my videos do 100, 150 views each, if I had 10 times the amount of subscribers, I would more than likely have 10 times the amount of views, if not more. You understand what I'm saying? So for somebody with the amount of subscribers that I have to get that amount of views, it might make someone wonder, like, how you don't, I mean, didn't even have 10 subscribers, and I had one video, my highest video, had 200 and something views, which, like I said, is really not a lot. But when you think about it, you got 10 subscribers and you get 200 and something views. That don't usually happen. You know what I mean? If you know anything about YouTube videos or something like that, that hardly ever happens. But what I really wanted to say was, I had a lot of people, when I told them or they saw that I was doing YouTube videos, they made little jokes about it, you know, and I'm like, this, it's not costing me anything. I don't have any out of pocket costs.